sunny Walkman vibe, and they're from Reno.
Sunny or Sony?
They sound like Sony. They sound like I know, right? I said they sound like
I said
I said that they sound sunny and like the Walkman. They sound like they click a lot. They click a lot and they have a whirring sound.
Yeah.
No, they
Sound
have
just
a really,
like a
they have
Walkman?
like a sunny, beachy type of sound, and they remind me of the band The Walkmen.
Oh, never heard of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're a pretty good band. Pretty
The
good
Walkmen?
band. Mm-hmm. The Walkmen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I like people with bodies. Pretty good.
Me too. That's my favorite kind of people.
Oh, man.
Wow.
But people with bodies is your favorite type of people. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer the...
Some interesting band names out there that are pretty cool.
Well, you got to kind of be creative these days.
Have you ever heard of Diarrhea Planet?
Oh, no. That doesn't sound like...
Diarrhea Planet is one of the best rock and roll bands out nowadays. Okay, so we're looking at... We're looking at a dude with a whole bunch of different types of instruments.
Well, it's just pots of water. And then they got like little tubes in them and stuff.
Okay, so this guy's Incan.
Well,
It's Incan? Or I don't know if he's Incan, but...
right.
They're Incan.
The artifacts are...
The artifacts, they're Incan wind instruments.
Mm-hmm. But...
This dude looks like it took an entire sheep to make his outfit. He's got a beanie on. He's got a scarf. He's got like a poncho on.
Yeah, looks ethnic.
There's a lot. It looks like he's got a lot of wool. I feel itchy just looking at a picture of this guy.
Yeah.
I already feel like I feel like I have to like kind of scratch a little bit.
Dude,
Like a lot of
they
wool.
need to come up with a web browser that actually fucking works, man.
What do you mean? What doesn't work for you? What do you
Nothing
use?
works for
Safari?
me.
Is
It's
it
all
Internet Explorer?
fucking...
What? I use Chrome. I use Google Chrome.
I use them both, and they're both equally shitty.
Both? Like Firefox and Chrome?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're both equally shitty.
They're both equally shitty? I
Yeah.
think they're fine.
Well,
I think that...
I do more intensive
I think...
internet surfing, apparently.
Oh, more intensive, huh? I feel as though... Hey, they got it pretty down. What do you think? What do you think? What would you like for it to be better? Because, yeah, you probably do a lot.
Well, everyone blames it on the Flash player. Because I do a lot of Flash videos and shit.
Okay.
So it's always freezing and doing stupid shit.
Alec, you're listening to a fistful of vinyl on KXOU, and this is People with Bodies.
Alright.
We are people with bodies, and so are you.
Immediately lost the headphones.
Immediately the headphones come off from rocking.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Is jamming with the headphones.
Oh, yeah. You really got to watch your head. There's a band called Harrison Ford, FJORD.
Yeah. Harrison Fjord.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be excited to have these guys over. I'm not sure if it's going to be a house show or if it's going to be over somewhere else, but it's going to be good.
I mean, yeah. Oh, there's Harrison Fjord right there.
Yeah, that's where I saw that. Oh. It's on the side. It's on the up next list. So you keep your autoplay on, so it keeps on showing you cool videos, right?
Yeah. Oh.
I noticed that if I turn autoplay on, I will sit and watch so many videos.
I never get through the autoplay unless I'm like doing something, you know.
Yeah.
Then I'll autoplay some stuff and just walk away. But most of the time I'm sidebarring stuff.
It's interesting.
You know, because I like to see what comes up on the sidebar. Stick and
Such
pipe.
It's
Mr.
always-
Motherfucking Esquire.
It's always such a neat mix of different things that you could be interested in.
Bad, Bad, Not Good, and Tyler, the Creator.
Now that is just such a good video.
Is it?
Yeah, man. Such a good pairing. I want to see more hip hop and jazz connections being made.
Yeah.
It's so sick. Yeah, especially the bebop form, you know, where you have a head and then a series of solos and then a head.
Right.
I don't know if you're familiar with the bebop form of jazz.
I mean, didn't you just explain to me?
Yeah, pretty much. That's basically it. You know, and I don't see a lot of other music working within that form.
This shit is so good. Fuck with the wolves, we starting to bark. This is sweet. Catch us in the pile of bodies with dead bitches. Box logo hoodies from buddies that understand it. Bass was buzzing like, wait, so we get it for free.
So are we gonna be able to?
Take the mother goose, the bastards off and stumble down the hill. Then I had children.
Nice.
Harder than my dick with Taylor Swift is in my basement, cause I've been doing this.
Are we gonna have a? Do we have a way to have like the video on top of our video? Not the video, but the audio. I mean,
What do you mean?
the audio with our video, like, or the audio with our podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Playing right now.
Okay, good.
But there's all kinds of YouTube things, like certain videos. You can always tell when you're not going to get shut down for a video when you're listening to someone else's video on someone else's channel,
Oh, okay.
because they haven't got shut down yet. But this is straight from Bad Bad Not Good's channel, so they might have some exclusive rights, and you know, they know when you're listening to someone else's music in your podcast.
Oh, okay. They do that interesting thing, right? Where they like almost like it seems like they search the wave file or something, or the waveform.
Right.
Now, Bandcamp just switched up their interface a little while ago. Not their interface, but their layout. So I'm trying to find. Because one thing I love to do on Bandcamp is that it allows you to search through tags, and the tags can be pretty specific
Yeah.
to what you're looking for. And so what I love doing is I love looking through Bandcamp, and I will pick not just cities but also towns within the country, and I'll find out like all these different groups that come from a place. So I found out about this group called Diet Cigs.
Oh, that's cool.
Because it was a band from New Paltz, New York.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah. So
New Pulse.
New Paltz, yeah. And it turns out that they have a really cool music scene over there. And that's just one example of different types of places that you can just look up, you know?
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I've just been doing the YouTube thing for so long because I like visuals. You know,
Yeah.
it's never better to not see something. Fuck that.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I found this one time. Let me see if it's these German kids.
One of the ads is dads who play Barbies. That sounds like a kink.
Man, I wish
Searching for dads who play Barbies. Yo, sexy, dude.
they built this little fake room. You know, like a freestanding room out in the middle of this field, and they
Okay.
did shows in it. So bands would come, and
Where is this?
it's in Germany.
Oh,
At some farm or something, dude. It was pretty,
sick.
yeah. I think it was Germany. Yep, same thing.
would love to know how other countries view and process their music, like en masse. You know,
Yeah.
I have a friend who brought a foreign exchange student into their home, and they were astonished that there were no music stores. Because in Japan, they still have like
No music stores where?
in America, or first that they made that statement about San Francisco, and then the statement got more intense when they came here to the Central Valley.
There's no music stores? There's music stores everywhere.
There's music stores. Yeah, there's definitely music stores. But she was, and there definitely are. It's not like there aren't. But she was noticing that she was making a distinction because in Japan you can find a music store like every few blocks.
Well,
And she just noticed the difference. And that's the thing.
Oh, of
It's just such a like it could be a subtle difference, but maybe that's huge. Maybe that's relative to how much.
Japan's
money
a
and how many
fucking
people
really
buy
super
music.
crowded
Mhm.
island. So
Yeah.
of course everything's And
So they're gonna have
they
like,
sort of have a captive audience. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? In the Central Valley, you can't just do that.
But it's not
you know?
just that. It's like in America, there have been a lot of record stores shutting down. What is it? Was it Virgin Records? It's really hard to find a.
Is Amoeba still open in San Francisco?
Amoeba is still open,
Yeah.
but all these places had closed down, and that trend isn't happening the same way it is here over there.
No, I mean in the '80s they were into '50s music,
Mhm.
American '50s music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. Well, '80s was also a huge Elvis Presley revival period.
Right.
It was gigantic. Because didn't he die in the '80s? Did he die in the '80s or the late '70s?
I think it was
I feel like it was
late '70s.
Late '70s. Okay. So yeah, people probably still had the fever back then.
Right. Yog. I hope this is. Oh yes, this is those guys. This is amazing.
So this is the Dollhouse,
Yeah.
and this band looks off the rails.
C'est Young de Neuchâtel qui vous parle, on va faire un petit peu de rock'n'roll pour vous. Si vous savez pas ce que vous avez pu voir, vous allez peut-être être surpris.
The lead
That
singer,
raccoon
the
mask
lead
is
singer
awesome.
Has, they're all shirtless, and the lead singer has like a bonnet on, and like
A cat mask.
skull, yeah,
He has it's a cat mask.
it's a cat mask.
A wolf, a raccoon, and a rabbit.
The drummer who has a rabbit hat and mask also looks like caked with flour from the chin down. I'm not sure how many. This sounds pretty intense. This is awesome.
Dude, those masks are off the hook. That raccoon one.
Yeah, you know, and there's no way of telling how many people are here watching them. I see a shadow of someone.
Right? It's all like cloudy, threatening to rain. It's a beautiful green valley. There's sheep,
I
sheep
see,
in the
yeah.
background.
Oh, there's another person. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What is this? The bassist has like a crazy, like a
Left-handed.
like a wombat mask. Yeah,
That's a
he's-
raccoon.
Oh, it's a raccoon. God,
Yeah, he
God,
looks like the raccoon from
God, this looks like my.
that one movie, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Jeez, you know, this is like a utopian thing where a band can go out into like a farmland and like play like even a crazy band like this, and yet this is also like a nightmare just like waiting to happen. Like I know I'm gonna dream about this.
Yeah, this is Yog, Y-O-G, live at the Dollhouse.
YOG can get it.
This set is amazing. I love that concept of building like a little,
temporary.
almost like a diorama, you know?
Oh yeah. And I like the idea of like temporary spaces.
Yeah. I wanted to do that for Art Hop. Build a diorama and have a band perform in it. But yeah, that's a lot of work.
And then they have one They have one piece of furniture in the middle of the field that they're in the middle of their. I would call it a stage, but it's not a stage.
There's a little bed up there and a lamp, and there's a desk with
Holy
another lamp on
shit,
there.
That's cool. It looks like you could live, or
It's
at
a
least
little mini house.
sleep in. Yeah,
Yeah, you definitely. You
definitely
know they
live in
party
there.
in that shit, dude.
it's probably some. Yeah, it's shelter too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Yog. There you go.
Yog.
Live at the Dollhouse. Now this was from back in 2007.
Oh yeah, that's a while ago.
So I don't
But
know how
it's-
well the Dollhouse is doing now.
It's gone, dude.
It's gone.
Yeah, it was probably. I mean, I never. I mean, I don't understand whatever language they speak. So.
What is this?
Ooh, Yog has an actual album though.
When was this posted?
2012. A little progression,
Yeah, this is about 5 years after that video,
something like that.
or at least when
No,
it was
2007?
At least when it was posted. Yeah, it's
Oh yeah. Math,
Half the Sky.
but I mean,
Looks like this is the name of the album.
oh yeah, definitely the same band.
Oh yeah, definitely the same band. Oh yeah. Oh, that hi-hat.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, these guys can still get it. Let's see. 2012. Hey, what's 5 years from 2012?
Yeah.
Right now, man. 2017. Hey, Yog, are you going to come back every 5 years? You seem to come out with some type of big work. First, it was Live at the Dollhouse. You broke some boundaries. You turned some heads. You won some Grammys. They were German Grammys.
Some
but you
German
still-
Grammys.
But they were the Grammys. But you were still building. Then you came out with Half the Sky. Half the Sky, dude.
Pit
That's
of Yog.
crazy, man.
9 years ago, Grindcore Deluxe.
What band can say that they made Half the Sky?
Made half the
Guys,
sky.
you're doing it. Now
Mm,
this
yeah.
year, oh jeez, this year, what's y'all gonna do? Going to come out with something crazy. And Mark, I wanted to ask you about heavy music.
Heavy music,
Heavy music.
like hard to carry.
I did not grow up listening to a lot of heavy music.
No,
I grew up on a lot of jazz, a lot of pop.
interesting.
I found out about like the Beatles and stuff, and I was interested in a couple of like rock groups. It's actually kind of weird. My first like introduction to heavy music
Right.
was really symphonic. I was interested in this.
What band was that?
I was really interested in this band from Japan called X,
Okay.
and they were like a thrash metal.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
They were kind of like a huge group in Japan.
Right.
But they had to say thrash is a little bit too hard
Yeah.
for what it was, but it was definitely like I would say more like somewhere in between
Hardcore.
glam and thrash.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But they had like a real symphonic vibe going on to where they had like ballads and a lot of even their like really pounding tunes had. I'd say Dahlia is a good
Dahlia.
song to listen to, or Weekend, or
That one right there.
But they
Letterman, 83.
well, here's the thing: is that they started their career out as X, but when they started looking into branching themselves out into the West, they changed their name to X Japan. So X is also the name of a very important seminal LA hardcore punk group.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. Actually, maybe I don't know if X is actually. I could call them a hardcore group.
No problems typing. X Japan, Kiss the Sky.
I guess that might be a new song or something. Because these guys came back, but basically this was like this was my introduction to heavy music. So up until then, it really wasn't anything that I would listen to, and I started branching out into it, but I would really just kind of get into heavy music that kind of interested me on other fronts too, you know.
Well, yeah, I can already tell you this is glam.
This doesn't even.
It's not them.
It might have been. It's just
Is
not the. It's just not the official channel. It's like a live mix or something.
Yeah, that was pretty awful.
Yeah, and plus this is the band nowadays. This is
New song.
yeah.
Oh, see, this is a live video too. 2015.
So this dude's name is Hayashi Yoshiki.
Yeah.
So he's the piano player and the drummer for X and X Japan. So in itself, he writes all the music, almost all of the music, and he writes almost all of the lyrics. And that in itself would have been something that could set him apart from most drummers. And, and from his position that like other people have with their
But
bands.
once you get drumming, you know, it's not really that far of a leap.
Oh yeah, but that would be, and he's an incredibly fast, hard player.
Yeah.
And that would be enough to kind of say like, yeah, he's a really important person, like even within music. But
yeah, well, so far what I'm looking at is really glam.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, as they progressed and as they grew older, they became a lot more reliant on their ballads. But this dude is the record producer. When X became a band, he created a record label called Ecstasy to promote their music, and he kind of so X Japan for a long time was one of the best-selling groups in Japan, but they did it on a label that they created.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So that dude, that drummer Yoshi Hayashi, he was totally like, let's see, Ecstasy Records. Let's see.
Of course, play on the X.
Ecstasy, yeah, pretty clever. But they have distribution within like Warner Music Group. They're like,
Oh yeah, huge piano player here.
Oh, and then he founded another record label called Platinum Records in April 1992, and it's an affiliate of Polygram.
Well, I'm looking for the thrash part, so name a song to our, because so far there's.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, these are all very new songs. These are all songs that had no impact on me.
So give me a song. I'm trying to like.
Look up Jealousy. Oh yeah, man. Woo! He's got feels like a dairy in here. These guys were definitely not afraid of cheese.
Well, I mean that's a whole different silent jealousy.
Yeah, there you go.
$1992.
Oh yeah, and here's a live video. So here's them at there. Now here's them at kind of the peak of their thrash inspired days.
Okay. 92. That makes sense.
this is just an interesting intersection of like looking at X Japan stuff. I didn't expect that. That's cool. But what is like your introduction to heavy music? And what was it? Because for me,
Deep
it was
Purple,
like, yeah.
and then Scorpions,
Wow.
and then Metallica.
This is basically almost like the growth of. Whereas to me, I have to be inspired by all these things by what hits me the first. You went through the evolution of heavy metal,
Right.
like basically its entirety.
Right. Yeah.
So what?
So it.
Oh, what are we listening to? Orange
9mm.
Okay. Now, when were these guys around?
Same time, 90s.
Okay.
1996.
96. All right.
Yeah. It's a little slower than I remember it. But I used to consider these guys thrash.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe this is more. Wow,
I had the same.
remember
I
this
had the
differently.
same moment with X, where I'm like, yeah, they're kind of a little glammy, a little thrashy, and then I listen
And
to
it's
it. I'm
like, you're
this
like, no.
isn't thrash.
No.
That takes away so much credit for
Weird.
the actual thrash bands.
Well, let me see if we can go to a little more forward on the album.
Yeah.
I guess Slayer would be the ultimate thrash band.
Ultimate. Well, for a little
Yeah.
while, they
like
were
the
all
perfect example of thrash metal.
Yeah. I think so
Wow.
too.
I love this album though when it came out.
Yeah, this is a little.
It's not thrashy as I remember it though.
What was
Because they
it?
had a sort of more punky set when I saw them. They played the first Warped Tour on the side stage.
This doesn't sound like hip hop, so I can't say it's like anything like new metal or anything. But what was?
It sounds like fucking.
It sounds a little sludgy. Sounds a little kind of like the Melvins at time.
It sounds like that band that did "Hey Man, Nice Shot."
Which band was that? Hey Man, Nice Shot.
Hey, you don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
It was like a Nine Inch Nails best friends. Ooh. Filter. Yeah, I think their downfall. They did this fashion show, and just never heard from them again.
Really?
Yeah. They're not like The Weeknd where you can do that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But this song was about a politician. I forgot which one. But he fucking blew his brains out on live TV.
A politician did that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was like, so they're like, hey man, nice shot.
Oh wow.
Right. But they always kind of reminded me of what Trent Reznor was doing at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You remember this song or what?
Well, it'll get to the chorus. I don't remember this part.
No?
Uh-uh.
It's probably been in so many TVs and movies and shit by now.
Oh yeah. Oh. Oh okay. I didn't know this was "Hey Man, Nice Shot." I thought this was.
Now,
If you said
now it's like the Alice in Chains sort of vibe.
if you just made two cat noises, you'd be like, meow, meow. I would have been
Oh.
like, oh yeah,
So that's what you
Filter,
thought he was
that's "Hey
doing?
Man, Nice Shot." Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Mhm.
Hey cat, nice shot. Meow meow. Meow meow, nice shot. Anyway, I was always intrigued by that dude blowing his head off.
Wow. That's a pretty edgy topic. That's
That
very
dude.
cool. I wonder if, man, you know, one of the most interesting politicians to watch right now is just that Ted Cruz dude.
Ted Cruz.
Yeah, Ted Cruz. He has this face that just makes me like, what are you thinking, dude? He's just got this like,
Right.
he looks like he's always pondering something, and he's always saying some goofy stuff.
I mean, I don't know if this is racist or not, but he like reminds me of a car wash owner or something.
Yeah,
In a suit.
He kind of looks like.
He doesn't seem like a normal politician kind of guy.
He's definitely not normal. So was like Orange 9mm? Were those guys like pretty like important to what you were going through in the 90s?
No, I just remember seeing them at the Warped Tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went there to actually go see Quicksand.
Quicksand.
Yeah. You know who they are?
Yeah, that's a. Right? That dance song?
Uh-uh.
Quicksand.
No. It's a band.
It's a band? It took an entire band to make that song?
No, it's a whole band.
That's weird. The band Hole?
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 No.
The whole band?
No Courtney Love. Baser. Oh, that's a good song, I think. But he did Rival Schools. Was the band after Quicksand.
What did you just point to? Oh, Rival Schools. There you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
United by Fate.
It's a little above the. Can I touch the?
Is it? Oh, yeah, it's
Am I
above it.
touching it?
No, you're just touching the window.
Okay.
It's more like right there, right above the Star Trek.
So this is. This is my. You know, I could get really good at miming and just kind of. If anyone's just listening, I'm just trying to find the where the edges of the video are. Let me out of here. Quicksand. Phaser. Fazer. To a lot of people, this is old news, but I've never heard of this group before.
Really? You've never heard of... Oh, that's weird. They did...
Well, I think that's one of the things about growing up in the Central Valley is that for so long it was like whatever music I come across is dependent on
just
what people show me, you know.
Oh, really? Yeah, I suppose... I mean, we just... A lot of us grew up with this band, so... I mean, around here. So yeah, you travel around and you're like, hey, you heard of Quicksand? You're like, what? Yeah.
Can you
You don't want to step in it.
Can you pigeonhole their style of metal, like thrash, sludge?
It's not really metal.
It's not metal.
No.
If it's not metal, then what is it?
It's like, I don't know. Some heavy indie rock kind of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's what we considered indie rock
That's
when
neat.
we were listening to it. If it'll play, I mean, it's a Vivo video, so we're definitely getting flagged for this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Man. I'm looking at. I just remembered something interesting that I wanted to tell you about, which is the Voyager Golden Records.
Voyager Golden Records, what's that?
They launched, and by they, I mean NASA. They created a phonograph record that was aboard the Voyager spacecraft that they launched in 1977, and it contains like sounds and songs that are like of Earth. So there's it ranges from popular songs.
No, yeah, I know
things
that.
that
Yeah,
represent
it's like a
humanity to,
golden
like-
record, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Yeah,
And to like babies and like mothers talking to children and stuff like
Right.
that.
Here's that Quicksand.
Quicksand, nice. Oh yeah. Whoa.
Right?
When did this come out?
It was 90s too.
90s too?
Also,
What year was this?
well, right now, the year is 2017.
What year is this? Mark!
What year is this?
Where am I? I just became lucid.
I just watched Arrival earlier.
Now that's a good movie.
You seen that?
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty trippy. Like, you know, 'cause it
Yes.
was like how they did the time thing.
Uh-huh.
But see, the only problem I had with that was that they introduced the little girl a little too soon then, if that was what was going on. Because I was like, what the fuck's with this little girl? What, you know, how's this, you know? And then you eventually find out why, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I was like, yeah, isn't that how they started the movie? With the little girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, no, yeah, they shouldn't have started that shit until after.
You think so?
Yeah, because how is she? Because she doesn't.
Well, that's kind of integral.
Well, I don't want to spoil it. You know what I mean?
Well, we can. I think. Well,
but she doesn't understand what's going on until she understands what's going on.
Everyone, we're going to be talking about Arrival, and we might even talk about some other movies that are nominated for the Oscars. So, if these are movies that have been out for a while, and I just want to let everyone know that if you're listening and if you haven't seen Arrival, if you haven't seen Moonlight, if you haven't seen
so we're gonna go spoiler. We're gonna go full spoiler.
We're gonna go full into because
all right, okay, yeah.
Because people
okay.
are gonna if people listen to this podcast further than a couple months from now, then they're gonna want to hear our opinion on these things.
Right. Okay. So, as she begins to understand the language, right, that's when the flashes should start. You know what I mean? The first time she understands a symbol, that's when she should have, because to understand that language is to open up time. Is basically what I got from that. So before she was having the little girl flash before she even met the aliens. Well, then again, I guess she opened up time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So then, yeah, okay. I just figured it out on my own.
I think that there was an editing and story tool that it used to create a feeling throughout the first part of the film, and then I think it also achieved something else. So the thing about the first part of the film is that when you see Amy Adams walking into work on the day that the aliens have arrived,
right,
you're connecting that with what came before, and so it seems as though she's coming into this event from a sense of despondency, and it gave me because I asked myself that same question. Whoa, this is a pretty interesting part of this character that's being shown up front and seems like it's contained up front. It wraps itself up.
Which the little girl storyline?
The little girl storyline.
Oh, okay.
She has a child that she loses. And
right.
to me, it seemed like, okay, this seems like pretty important to her character.
Right.
How she's going to handle this event. And so that definitely informed a lot about her. Mm-hmm. But then when it's revealed that the aliens have a language that is based on their ability to perceive time and the flow of time as something that's almost very Fahrenheit 451 kind of like where you're able to sense and see
I don't get that reference. Continuum.
Oh, okay. It was a book by wait, was it Fahrenheit 451? Oh no, I'm confusing books. I'm thinking of Slaughterhouse 5.
All right.
Slaughterhouse 5, where
that
there's
clarifies nothing.
By Kurt Vonnegut. It was it's the idea that aliens are multidimensional, and a part of the idea of them being multidimensional is that they can see and perceive time,
right,
as a little bit more.
It's
in a little bit
non-linear.
more physical sense, as non-linear.
Mm-hmm.
So once I found out about that, then it became the movie, because the director of Solaris,
okay,
what is his name? The director of Solaris, Andrei Tarkovsky.
Okay.
He says that film is a creation of a certain type of time continuum. And so what I felt like Arrival did to me is it created a time continuum in which I am seeing the events of her life from that alien perspective of seeing the time continuum. Because even though she hasn't lost a child yet throughout the main plot of the film,
Right.
I already know that about her character.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. So like I'm seeing things like the alien. Like I know what's gonna happen to her in her life.
Oh, right.
And that's a good plot twist because then I watched the
But
start
I don't
of-
know. They didn't determine if that was how things worked.
It might not have been.
Like,
It might not
I
have
can
been.
see my timeline and you interacting in my timeline, but I can't see your timeline.
Right.
Other than the parts that we're interacting.
Sure, but I mean, I'm already watching a film. I'm already watching from a window that doesn't
Right. Okay.
exist, you know?
Right.
And that was when a plot twist can actually change. You watch a film over again, and you go, oh shit! Now I'm watching it from, like The Usual Suspects did that really well.
Okay.
Changes things around. The Sixth Sense did that really well. You watch it again. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
go, oh,
Yeah, that was pretty trippy.
the
The Sixth Sense.
oh man, I'm gonna be out of town on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be really neat to get maybe we should do this by Monday.
What's that?
Do you think that by Monday do you think it'd be possible for you and I to watch just about every movie that was nominated for the Oscars?
What? Every movie this year?
Yeah,
Oh.
because the Oscars are on Sunday and I'm going to be out of town. But I've seen a good amount of some of the films that were nominated for an Oscar, but I would like to be actually able to. Or is that too much? That's only in like two. That's only in like three.
Well, I'm going to look at it and see if it's possible.
Well, the thing is, we don't have to we don't have to do this by the Oscars. We can just do this by next podcast.
Yeah, just show me the fucking goddamn list. All right. Arrival. What is that?
Fences.
Fences, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, Hidden Figures, La La Land, Lion, Manchester by the Sea, and Moonlight. Well,
And that's the best picture list.
I would be in trouble because I've only seen one of those.
Which one? It was Arrival.
Arrival. Yeah. Fence, yeah. I mean, I wanted to watch Hacksaw Ridge. I heard that was pretty bloody, though.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
so I
pretty-
was like,
that's pretty intense.
I'm not really into that kind of shit.
Oh, okay. Okay, then that's a more of a substantial challenge on you because I've watched.
Yeah, who did what the fuck was I watching? They just got all gruesome. Oh, Outsiders.
What's that?
It's like this isolated family in the hills. I think it's Kentucky or some shit like that.
Is it a film?
No, it's a television series.
Oh well.
And did you ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
I watched a few episodes.
One of the main characters, the guy with long hair, I forgot his fucking name.
Bob.
Not Bob.
I thought that would be a good guess.
Jax's best friend. He got the
I know who
beard.
Jax is. I know who Jax is.
Yeah, he has a beard, younger dude.
Okay.
Anyway, he's in The Outsiders. And,
Alright.
it's just a family that lives on this mountain, and I think they're trying to get the coal out of the mountain. Some company, so they're trying to get them off the mountain. So it's just like the battle
Okay.
to get them off, and so they're like old school hill people, you know, got some weird traditions and different stuff. They have their leaders called the Brennan. So I don't know.
It's interesting how we cut up and we distinguish the amount of time that's necessary to tell these stories. Like if you want to release a film, there's something that says, because the something is what'll get it into theaters. Your movie has to be between 90 minutes and say like 200 something. Right? That's the general acceptable rate for a theatrical film. Or if you have a TV show, it's a story that will be told for 8 hours, like
Right.
10
Longer
hours,
stories.
longer story.
And it's not always figured out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they sort of write the story and you plan for a second season, but that doesn't necessarily mean you will make it to the second season.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So
So sometimes they have to restart the story up. So that's when a season can lag.
Yeah.
You get season 4 of Walking Dead when they just yell at each other for a whole fucking season. That, oh my God, that was so annoying. Jesus.
Yeah.
That series is slow.
Yeah.
It's so slow.
The whole second. I'm really surprised that show made it past the second season. Once it did, it got way better. But that second season was marred
zombies
by
are so
many problems.
2010.
Oh, yeah, man. So 2010.
All right. Well, here's what's going on.
Mm.
I'm looking through this list, right? And I'm seeing a few movies that are getting repeated here.
My Life as a Zucchini. That's nominated
Animated.
for Best Animated Feature Film.
Right. I'm seeing La La Land
Uh-huh.
repeatedly.
That's in a lot of these, yeah.
Hacksaw Ridge and Manchester by the Sea, and Casey Affleck, who I'm a fan of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but then we got to watch the documentaries. Fire at Sea.
Well, how about we just say that
I Am Not Your Negro. Life Animated. O3 made.
OJ.
Looks like
Made
a
in
3.
America. Yeah.
And
It's confusing
13th.
font. Well, how about we...
Fuck, there's a lot of shit here, dude.
There is, dude. Well, we can't... Okay, well, feasibly, we can't... I don't think that we can make the time to watch every single film. We could, however, watch...
That's what I was saying, the top 3.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Oh, do you think top 3 or just the best pictures?
Dude, I want to watch all this shit.
You want to or don't?
Yeah, I do. Of course. I'm just interested in... Because I know I've tried to edit and make videos and tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not easy.
Mm-mm.
And I've had friends who've done it, and to do a movie that's actually like mainstream. I mean, I know that like the big guys, they all got their formulas already all down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they're fucking just throwing money. Oh, jeez, fucking
Oh
$1
yeah,
billion
and
budgets
they're
on film
and
shit.
they're purposely releasing these films around Oscar season. Most of these films are still in theaters, even though there's a little bit of people were disappointed that there are a couple of disappointments. I'll mention the disappointments in a second, but I'm putting a substantially bigger task on you. Cause scroll down to the best picture list, if you will.
Okay.
Thank you. See, I've seen Arrival, Hidden Figures, La La Land, Manchester by the Sea, and Moonlight. So the only films I would have to see to see all the best pictures are Fences, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, and Lion.
I have to watch all of them, but
Which,
one.
yeah, that's the thing, is like that.
Yeah.
That makes it substantially more feasible on my part.
Right.
I can go, hell yeah.
Ryan Gosling,
But there's already
sexy bitch.
sexy bitch. Casey Affleck, sexy bitch.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield, sexy bitch. Viggo Mortensen, sexy bitch.
Right,
Denzel Washington,
sexy
bitch.
bitch.
Oh, we got a lot
Damn.
of sexy bitches. Might as well be sexiest bitch in the lead role.
Is Denzel the token black guy?
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it.
That's fucked up, man.
Seems like it.
Who do we got for actresses?
Isabel Hubert for Elle. Haven't heard of that one. Ruth. I can't say her last name. It's not acceptable.
Ruth Negga.
Ruth Negga for her.
Well,
film.
see that you made it racist.
I didn't. That's
you
like, it's,
stressed the nigga.
yeah,
Ruth Negga.
This is her name. MEGGA.
No.
For Loving
all
Natalie
good.
Natalie Portman for Jackie.
Emma Stone.
I didn't know Natalie Portman was playing Jackie. Emma Stone for La La Land and Meryl Streep for Florence Foster Jenkins.
Oh Jesus!
What a great name.
What is that?
Florence Foster Jenkins. I never even heard of that.
Fucking Meryl Streep, dude. Really?
Yeah.
Is that just like a gimme? Like
Just
they're
call-
just like,
just
all
call it
right,
the Meryl
all right,
Streep
we'll
Awards.
give you the fucking award. Just die.
Oh man.
What the fuck?
Die. You don't have to wish her to die. You can just hope that they give some other focus on
that's
some
not
people.
like her real name, is it? She can go be back to Jill. Fucking
What's Florence Foster
Murphy?
Jenkins? It's a biographical. Oh, it's okay. It's a biographical drama comedy. A New York heiress who became an opera singer known for her painful lack of singing skills.
Whoa.
It sounds pretty funny.
But
Sounds
she's
pretty
a-
funny. It just
Well,
no wonder it wasn't nominated for Best Picture. It's a
Right.
It's a Hugh Grant movie.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant plays her husband and manager.
Nocturnal Animals.
Oh, now that has an interesting name. Michael Shannon's nominated for Best Actor in a Supporting Role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see. Actress in a supporting role, Viola Davis for Fences. Now, I thought she had a starring role in that movie.
No. Women can't have starting roles.
Well, I thought that she was the lead alongside Denzel Washington.
Costume design. Fantastic Beast. And Where to Find Them. La La Land again.
Yeah, La La Land's nominated for. I think it's the. I think that they have a record. They're tying the record for most nominated film. They have 14
Best
nominations.
directing. Best directing. Best
Rival,
film.
Hacksaw Ridge. Oh, you know what? I don't like how under directing they don't mention they don't say who the director is.
Yeah, that is kind of fucked up, huh?
They just say underneath the actor it says and actress. It doesn't just say the film. It says their names. There's usually only one or two directors.
Yeah, well,
Come on. Come on.
A Man Called Of. Is that a
A Man Called
Disney?
Of? Is that one?
is
What?
that Disney's
Which one is that? Scroll to where
right
you
there.
were trying
Makeup
to
and
go.
hairstyling. It's called A Man Called Of.
A Man Called OVE? A Man Called Of?
Yeah, I don't know how.
Oh.
Is that how you spelled? Or was of UV? The dude that drew Mickey Mouse?
Oh.
His
I don't
name was
know.
Of.
Stan Lee? Didn't Stan Lee draw Mickey Mouse?
What?
Stan Lee? Wasn't it him? Wasn't Disney? Doesn't Disney own Marvel?
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
didn't Stan?
they own Star Wars now.
make?
And they're killing it. I like fucking.
gonna
I like
mouse.
Star Wars now that it's in Disney's hands a lot better than fucking what George Lucas did to it last time.
It almost seems
Son
a
of a
little.
bitch.
It almost seems a little quaint that at one
What?
point there was just a kooky old man still running Star Wars. Like Star Wars is like there's probably about 100 people that
I think
are
it's
in
full on
charge of
revival,
making
man.
the directing decisions.
Oh yeah, probably.
You know what's weird? It's like that part of it makes the prequel seem like, wow, can you believe that?
I didn't even know that last director. I thought it was going to be J.J. Abrams again,
Oh yeah,
but it wasn't.
It's another guy. It's a dude that's It's a dude that directed the best Breaking Bad episodes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you want to do some Star Wars? He's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'll do some Star Wars.
Yeah, he's got some fucking fuck it money now. Fuck it.
Who has some fucking money?
That dude,
Which dude? Oh,
the director of Rogue One.
Yeah.
The guy whose name I can't remember.
Oh, the director of Rogue One is the
Yeah.
one that you're talking about. Rogue One. That guy was it was M. Night Shyamalan. No, it wasn't. It was Gareth Edwards. Is his name. And he also did Monsters in 2010. What is that? Monsters was takes place years after a NASA probe crash in Mexico, which leads to the sudden appearance of giant tentacled monsters.
nice.
God. Oh,
Nice.
great! They were like, "You're
He
doing
went
the
from
next
that
Star
and then
Wars
Star
film."
Wars.
That's
Yeah.
a come up, dude. He did a Trump right there. He
It was the
said, "I want that
Illuminati.
job."
The Illuminati approached him and, hey, you want to make some fuck it money?
Right on. Hey, Illuminati, I'm right here.
In case you don't know, fuck it money is when you have enough money that you can just say fuck it. Give a fuck. probably figured that out.
I
Probably
still
don't
haven't
need to
seen.
explain
I
it.
still haven't seen Rogue One.
No,
Feels horrible. Yeah,
I liked it. I
Considering
thought it was
that we're
good.
talking about films that, like, oh yeah, of course, like people have seen these. Movies.
I'm not necessarily a Star Wars fan, but I am a science fiction fan. So
Come on.
So
but
I do like.
You like Star Wars.
I do like it much
Admit
better
it.
now. I like the new
What,
incarnations. I like the
what's wrong with
original
What's wrong
series.
with the old incarnations?
The old ones, the real old ones, are awesome.
Oh,
Then
okay.
there was 3 shitty ones, and then now we got 2 good ones.
Which are the shitty ones?
Your generation.
My generation?
Yeah, your generation.
Hey, we're
starting
alive
with
at the same time.
Phantom Menace, and then
Oh,
Then-
those 3.
they
I
should
had
have just called it
blocked those out.
bitch ass Menace.
Those are man. Have you ever seen the Mr. Plinkett reviews on that movie?
Nope. I don't even know who Mr.
So
Plinkett is.
funny. Mr. Plinkett is a character that was made by this this other YouTube channel.
Okay.
And he's just this crotchety old dude that's like he's like obsessed with Star Wars, but he's like the character is so obsessed with the prequels that he just goes into depth talking at length about point by point what sucks about the prequels.
Oh yeah, there's tons of critiques on that.
But he's also the character is also like some type of a serial killer as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
But yeah, so it's putting. Yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that by at least next week's episode.
Oh, that's not gonna happen for me, dude.
No?
Yeah, I got too much shit going on. I can't watch all those movies.
Well, that's why I'm stretching it out to
Yeah.
next week. It's like,
Fuck.
okay.
I just watched one movie and then
I just watched one movie. I just
Probably
watched one
6
movie
months.
last week.
6 months. Yeah, it's been like 6 months since I've seen a movie.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like a TV series and YouTuber. I watch a lot of YouTube videos and yeah, I don't really just watch movies.
Really?
Yeah, it's too much commitment.
I do feel like it's kind of intense saying, do I want to do this thing for 2
For 2 hours.
For 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 hours if the movie's really good and epic.
Right.
Yeah.
Or fucking
That is a time
directed
commitment.
by Peter Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
3.5.
Jesus. Oh,
I was cool with the Lord of the Rings,
I
but
watched-
the fucking Hobbit bullshit
God.
was bullshit.
I
That was
watched.
bullshit.
I saw King Kong in theaters, and I thought it was great. I watched King Kong a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Oh my God, this movie is terrible.
That's pretty bad.
It's
pretty bad.
a bad movie.
Yeah.
It
It is what it was. Or it was.
Hey, it is what it was, baby.
I mean, they made some fucking amusement park rides and made
Yeah,
some
it's
money.
It's King Kong. King
Yeah,
Kong. always
Jack
has.
Black, he did his thing now. I was like,
It was great watching Jack Black successfully run in front of and get away from a raptor. That was great.
was that the
I feel
one where
that was a
like
good
it gets
moment.
dark and then all the bugs and shit come out? It's all
Mhm.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what life is like for animals on the planet.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's intense. Intense. I'm talking about like that. That's a great movie to watch with a big group of people and just make fun of.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
It's a good one.
That's a good
so bad.
Right? I don't know why I thought of Strange Brew. You've seen that movie?
Strange, bro. No, I haven't
No?
seen it.
The fucking 2 brothers from Canada.
What?
Yeah.
2 bros from Canada,
They're
bro.
going to shut down a brewery.
What?
Yeah, and they're trying to stop the brewery from getting shut down.
Okay.
You looking
Oh,
at
what? Rick Moranis is in this?
it? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You've never seen that?
Nah, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Sounds
I
awesome.
forget how young you are.
Yeah, I was born in
That's a good
1990.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Trippy.
Trippy. Super trippy, man.
Trippy, man.
Trippy.
I was already done with high school by then.
Ah. More and more of my friends are younger.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Younger than you?
like, as I'm growing older, I'm meeting more good friends at the age of like 23, 24. You know, I'm getting used to.
Yeah.
It's a drop in the bucket. It's a drop in the bucket, but I'm still like,
Well,
oh,
I
cool.
kinda,
Like I'm almost 30. This is interesting.
yeah.
You know?
I got some Yeah, just because of the business. I got pretty range. Pretty.
Because the business.
Because the business.
You know, because that business be booming. That
No.
business be booming. You got to
The music.
Hey, show the guys your pinky ring, man. You got a pinky ring?
The business of music.
The
You
music
typically maintain a large age group of friends.
business.
A variety.
Yeah, that's true.
What kind of business did you think? Killing people?
Business.
My side hustle?
Have a business.
My hitman side hustle?
Moment business is what I think you were talking about.
What?
I don't know. It's funny when people
You
talk
have a
about the
microphone. I have headphones on, and I didn't understand what you said.
business. Yeah, business.
Well, that's doesn't help.
I'm talking about business.
What kind of business?
Yeah.
Like killing people business? Or
Why?
smuggling drugs
I don't know
across
why
the
the
border
business
business?
is
Or stealing hubcaps?
All types of businesses.
All types of business.
Entrepreneur.
You gotta have a side hustle, man.
That's delicious.
You gotta have a side hustle for your side hustle.
Oh, weird bit of trivia. Rick Moranis went to elementary school with Geddy Lee.
Oh, yeah?
Neat.
Oh, shit.
What's wrong?
Someone's gonna have a baby.
Someone's gonna have a baby? Who could it be?
People fucking.
Someone's born every second. I heard that. No.
Yeah.
How many babies born each day?
A lot.
Tell me how many. According to the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention, interesting group, there are 3,952,841 babies born annually in the United States.
Say that number again?
3,952,841
Wow.
babies.
You could have just rounded that shit off. 3 million babies.
Yeah, well, they've got it. Apparently, they've got it down to the
Every
number.
day?
Every year.
Oh, every
in
year.
the United States.
Oh, I thought it was fuck.
Every year.
Because I thought you asked the question how many babies are born every day.
This
and then I was
equal-
in the middle of a text.
This equals about 2,829 births daily.
2,000?
2,000. Closer to 11,000.
So there's a good chance that somebody is in the middle of giving a birth right now.
Okay.
And then the opposite is also true.
Oh yeah.
People are leaving us.
Yeah.
But there's more people joining us than leaving us.
People die every day. Oh whoops.
People at the
I accidentally changed my search to how many babies die every day.
people at the Soul Factory are working overtime,
Soul Factory.
chunking out souls. I'm like, dude, you gotta have more babies. We got too many souls.
360. Okay, so world birth and death rates. There's 360,000 births per day.
Okay.
There's only 151,600 people that die every day.
So it's twice
So
as many.
Yeah.
Almost,
There's
essentially.
less than half people die as
Wow.
as born. I said that's a weird, confusing sentence, but yeah.
Well, have no fear, because you could take every city, town, and village on the planet and put them all together, and it's not even half the continent of Australia.
Right.
There's plenty of room. There's no need for us to be fighting over.
There's plenty of room,
Fucking,
but
it's so retarded. Dude.
you've got but you've got to. It's interesting what it takes to build a city. You know what I mean? Because I think the same thing too. When I travel across the country and I don't see anything for 8 hours.
You know the problem with history is I'm gonna take your shit.
No, please don't.
No, those groups of people that just cruise around like the Vikings, you know, and they just go, oh yeah, I don't need to make nothing on my own. I'll just take your shit. You know, and so that's like a perpetuating attitude that's been around for a long time. So just gotta wait till that shit dies out. Eventually, every human, hopefully, will realize, oh yeah, we don't need to fucking keep fucking with each other. We can do it together, man.
Well, yeah, but you can't wait.
I mean, we can grow the world's food supply in this valley that we live in. That's all you need for the people that. You just need to do it.
But I think that sure, there's one aspect of us that like
New World Order, man.
Sure, like I feel like that's one thing. Like we will thrive. Like that's why castles were such an integral part of our society growing. With
Oh, yeah.
when people lived inside
Oh,
a
yeah,
castle,
'cause they were
didn't have
getting
to worry about
sieged and shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
so if you lived in a castle, your society can begin to grow because you don't have to worry about being pillaged all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's one thing, but then it's another thing to have a group of people just go out into a place that's great to live in, but that no one lives around, like just for like a group of people to you look at all the expanse of land that is totally good to live on and just no one lives there. And
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting to imagine.
But it's not though. Yeah. So you don't want to live on arable land.
arable.
Yeah, which means you can grow food. Non-arable land is places you can't.
Well,
So
there's both expanses that you see within.
Well, food needs to be grown on where food can be grown. It's
Sure.
pretty much that whole attitude. Like, if we can grow food here, we shouldn't put a building here.
Sure.
It's good because there's plenty of other places that you can't grow food.
Sure.
That you should put the building.
Well, that'll always be a factor.
But that's
in
not
where
what
you wanna
happens.
live. But what I'm saying is, it's weird to imagine that people are going to come out to the middle of nowhere just to live there, just so that
They do.
yeah, in small amounts.
Well, there's that community down in the desert. It's just like lawless. They're like a bunch of fucking outcasts, and you know. Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty interesting thing, but I mean, I imagine that takes at least a small town's worth of people.
Oh yeah.
You know.
What do you mean? What takes a small town
To even have a town, you know?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. Otherwise, it's just a camp.
Yeah.
And then you have a few more people. It's a village.
So it's like, how do we? It's like moving into those expanses is what's ultimately gonna help huge population clusters of people. Is like, well, people just have to move out and create new places. But what's the incentive for people to?
Oh, that's what
to
it's called.
Begin
Slab
a
City. Slab City.
Slab City. Slab
Yeah.
City.
I couldn't
Slab
remember.
City.
Have a nice little fucking middle class
Some nice-
fucking lemonade commercial with iced tea.
Living without laws. Slab City.
Oh, it's a Geico commercial. Oh, iced tea.
Nice.
Boom.
Hey guys, this is Ernie reporting for VBS from McCurl Valley.
Yeah, this is a Vice video.
Focused on all the crazy environmental issues going on in the region, from the air pollution to the drastic die-off to the sewage-filled rivers and everything between. But during the shoot, we also made a bevy of characters from our buddy Allenstown and Slab City, who are just as intriguing as all the eco problems.
Have you been out to Slabs?
It's the last free place.
Free place in America, yeah.
It's isolation. It's desolation. It's not involved with the popular culture.
Everything here is hostile. It doesn't let you give you anything.
Yeah.
Treachery and it takes away. You have to
Right?
Is it,
That was an interesting one. That's like Roddy Pipe. Whoa.
that? My coffee mug just fell.
God damn it.
Army vets, hippies, just plain old fucking weirdos.
welcome to California.
That's in California.
It's the last free place in America. I wonder how many black people would want to go there.
Hey, it doesn't matter, man.
I,
Those motherfuckers wouldn't care.
I,
like the party too, so it goes hand in hand.
probably just might not want to go. I don't know.
Right? He's riding a cooler.
Wow. Freedom.
Right? That's what freedom looks like right there, man.
Right around on a cooler full of beer.
Little electric cart.
It's amazing how you actually probably can't do that.
Well, I mean, that guy's probably got some.
Where he is, he's got a
some
cooler
natties.
with 3 beers. He's got 3 natty ices in a cooler without ice.
Ernie, settle down.
In
Yeah.
this cooler it has a little bit of a wall in it so that it can hold beer, and then in the other compartment you can put an engine in there.
I think it's a motor.
Yeah, there's a motor in there.
There's a difference.
The motor's in the other.
But there's a difference between an engine and a motor.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. An engine is combustion, and a motor is electric.
Oh,
You think that was an engine?
I don't know.
I was reading his words, the subtitles. Let's go back a little bit here. Since the late 40s? Is that what he said? Oh, that was a battery.
Designed by NASCAR for use in the pits in the garage areas. It's eminently suitable to the environment out here. It's electric. I just had to have it. It's called a cruising cooler.
Cruising cooler.
Yeah, that's electric. So it's a motor.
Oh, okay.
And a battery right there.
Should make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside knowing that your tax dollars is spent appropriately.
Yeah, see, he's getting some disability or some shit. Fucking Social Security. It ain't a lot, but you know, for someone like that, he don't mind living out in the
There's
desert
no
like
California culture out here.
that. Yeah.
What's that noise on me?
That's probably cars driving by my house.
Oh, okay, good. 'Cause, I mean, it sounds like there's a... Yeah, we live... You don't get... We're not off the side of a freeway, and it just sounds like cars are driving by.
It doesn't really come up in the recording.
Oh, okay.
It's more in our headphones.
Oh, okay.
Feel this thing starting to get cold. I just replaced the propane this morning, so it takes a while.
Yeah, propane refrigerator.
Then I use these other little propane bottles to run my heaters, my lanterns and stuff, and I fill them up off of that tank.
Yeah.
So I have two of those, and a bunch of those little green ones.
How do they get food out
And there's dudes like that living on boats and stuff too in harbors. We were up in Seattle. We were staying in the largest marina in the Pacific Northwest. I forgot the name of it, but that should direct you to which one we were at. They had bus stops for kids and shit there. People just lived on their boats. But there's old dudes just living on their vet pay or whatever. Fucking got their beer and cigarettes and some macaroni and cheese, and they're fucking good, dude.
Yeah, wow.
Simple life.
What we try to do is we try to avoid things like that. We try harder to be polite, perhaps.
Shit. I bet anything he gets fucking rage drunk every once in a while.
Yeah, dude, did you see how many natty ice cans are just around his apartment?
Look, they got them all lined up. Little community.
Putting around. With
Yeah.
a little cruising cooler. Oh, yeah, this is the guy.
Yeah, this guy is great.
Oh,
Snake guy.
yeah, this fucking dude.
He spends too much time by himself.
What did he say? Hey, we're just like any other community. We have polite people, and we have dumbasses, and everything in between.
Mm-hmm.
Relax. Remember your amongst friends. This is a Western diamondback. It is a neurotoxic, more than hemotoxic snake. And it kills more people in the United States than any other reptile.
Yeah, thanks for putting it around my neck. Appreciate that. He's look at that dude's like,
He's like, I can't move.
Black blotches on here. This is
yeah, like
if you go up north and there's a
that dude
it's green.
that had the snake around his neck just now.
Or some mahogany green.
Uh-huh.
It's just seven-
It takes him to go score some fucking mess later.
You're lucky if you let it. Just goes right in and shuts you off. It's neurotoxic. Doesn't make a big bite. You don't take much of it, but it just goes in there. It's death. It's in there shutting you off. I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. If I hated your guts, I wouldn't wish on my death on you. If I was trying to extract information from you or something, I might use a snake. Just something psychological.
If I was trying to extract information from you, I might use a snake.
If I'm trying to extract information from you, I might use a snake. It's
Oh,
psychological.
dude.
Just one of those kids. My mom wouldn't let me have it.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Red touches yellow.
Through all the hospitals and things, I learned to catch them and get them out of people's yards so people don't get hurt. So I can use the talent I learned from a lot of pain, and I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy.
hand is just going.
You know, bombs exploded. Look at. If I get bombs,
Yeah, but see, because of the way he is, he's got to feel more comfortable out there being that person.
Yeah.
You know?
because there's
Yeah.
sometimes people go over and hit bombs. Sometimes bombs are over here. So I'm saying it. The rattlesnake's just like one of those bombs.
He doesn't sleep as much as normal people, though, I would bet.
Stoop?
Huh?
Stoop?
Stoop? Sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
He's probably awake more hours of the day than a normal person.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's an awesome thing.
I don't have no sympathy for these. All this is an hors d'oeuvre.
He's totally tweaking.
Right down to it. I'm starving. I'm dying. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to get through. If my foot's got a hole in it or something, I'm gonna crawl. I'm gonna eat this son of a bitch.
What in the world?
And I eat the man's butt, not yours, because the man's butt's got more meat to it. Chop that back. And eat it, crawl down the road, eat that dog's butt if you don't let me get away with it.
Definitely
Oh my god.
Tell me that guy's not
Why
tweaking.
was that a woman's voice got more meat?
Laugh.
Why was he?
Laugh. Right?
What is?
So, yeah, that's...
This is
anyway.
just the snake.
Anyway.
What did he say? The snake is just an hors d'oeuvre. I'll eat it if I have to. I get my toe caught in something. This
Hey.
is a snack.
Yeah.
But I'd rather eat a man's butt because it has more meat to it.
Right.
Then I'll crawl over it. I'll eat a dog's butt if I have to.
Oh, he's all walking down the road. I'll
Right,
eat a
right.
dog's butt.
If I were to transcribe that sentence and then read it back, I'd be like, what in the world is this guy trying?
They had subtitles
Why-
right there, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Oh man.
Yeah, don't do math. Yeah, you need to sleep. It's very good for you. It,
But he's so
it's
knowledgeable.
it's
about-
weird. It's a weird aspect of life.
I would not want to be in the same room as that dude, but at the same time,
Really?
he's so knowledgeable about. He's so knowledgeable about snakes.
I would spend enough time to be amused by that guy.
Sure.
You know, and depending on how threatening he actually seemed, I could tolerate it. Because I've had an insane friend before.
Tolerate it.
Hmm.
But
I had an insane friend that my other friends thought that giving LSD would be the answer. Yeah. I mean, it did help him a little bit, but then I think it did more harm than good.
I think it could help your higher needs, but it could kind of blow.
No,
up
he
your
was
lower
just
ones.
missing. He misfired in a few spots, you know,
Yeah.
and he just didn't really. It would probably be in the autism spectrum, like what's the really light one? Asperger's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Well,
say it is.
Asperger's is not reading social cues.
There's different ways because my friend's son is Asperger's too, and it's not always like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But that's like a very common, thing with. Yeah, they don't really notice social cues, but that's not like a always
No, they
Yeah.
have difficulties in social interactions and nonverbal
difficulties,
communication.
right? And so he did,
Mhm.
definitely had difficulty communicating, and he was a lot like that guy where he would be having these thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And so he would be sharing those thoughts, but what's coming out of his mouth is only it's intermittent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like if I was, that's hard to explain. Like he's having a thought, but he's only sharing this much as you, and then he moves along the thought and then shares a little bit more. But there's like spaces in the thought that he leaves out.
Mm-hmm.
Like the main reason would be, why the fuck are you telling me this? Like what? You know? And he would never go, oh, hey, I was thinking about this the other day. He would just be like, the fucking stars are like suns and shit, and they're all going to burn out. And he would just start telling you this. And you're like, what, dude? What the fuck are you talking about? And then, and then he would skip to another part to where he was thinking he's explaining it to you, but he skipped a part to where
Right.
Yeah, it was very interesting to
That's
watch that
interesting.
take place. Yeah.
That's an interesting way that it can go down.
Yeah. So I think he's a botanist now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So he went to school to learn botany.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think he moved to Oregon, something like that. He's a cool guy.
You know? Man, those people give some of these. Like the person in the Vibes video just gives me so much anxiety talking to him. or
Yeah.
or listening to him.
Well, I spent some time in
It's not
in
like
my childhood. I spent some time in a trailer park.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you just kind of see that stuff. People are a
You do.
little just perceive reality different,
Mm-hmm.
and they express themselves in different ways. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just it's all a matter of being able, for yourself, being able to judge how harmful that person is. Like that guy.
That's the thing, is that I don't have a spectrum of knowing that. I don't have a.
You would have to listen to him for a while. You would be stuck there longer than I would. Because
Yeah.
I'd be like, dude, what the fuck? What are you telling me this shit for? I would just ask him, like, what? What? You know, and I would try to figure out a way to get in there. But yeah, it's just certain, like, it's the way he chooses to express himself.
Yeah.
He might not even, he can't even help it, you know? It's just,
And to paint a fuller picture of my own reactions, I critique pretty actively, but when I'm around people with really strong personalities, I end up kind of taking a wallflower approach to where I'm like, whereas you would
oh yeah.
be involved, I would kind of be.
It depends, like I said, you know.
I would be watching and like just constantly thinking about it, looking at different ways of it.
Yeah, you know, if I saw a group of black dudes across the street and it made me feel a certain, like, I don't know, I might just look at them and go, hey, how's it going, guys? Just to break that tension. You know what I mean? Say hi to them.
Yeah.
Like, who doesn't like being you know, smile and say hi. But, like, if I ever feel intimidated, that's usually what I do. I'm like, hey, how's it going, man? You know, acknowledge their existence. And usually, like, those big, scary guys, you know, like, they just have their resting bitch face. But then when you acknowledge their existence, they're like, oh, hey, you know, and then you could really see their personality. You're like, oh, I see, this guy's cool.
I can feel it happening to myself too, because I have an expressive face. If I'm thinking about something, I'll have like a really intense look on my face.
But
and
that's-
the moment someone says something, it breaks down, you know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I made it a group of black guys.
Well, because
But I'm just saying.
It's just your intimidation deep down.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. There's some around here I probably wouldn't talk to. I heard gunshots the other night.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Very clearly, fucking boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Ooh, that's scary.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, whoa. And then I was standing outside having a cigarette, right? And then there was another guy walking down, like two guys walking down the street on opposite sides of the road. And, you know, boom, 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 you know?
Oh, shit.
And about 30 seconds later, it's like, I sounded like gunshots. They're like, yeah, the fuck, you sound like gunshots. And I didn't say nothing but I was like the third confirmation, like, yeah, that sounded like motherfucking gunshots.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's wild how, because of the sound and the volume of a gunshot, you could be doing it in your home safely,
But
like shooting a gun.
you could be in your home shooting.
Possibly, you could be in your home shooting at some, like, but if because of the sound and volume of it, it affects, like, I'm just saying
No,
you
it's
possibly could do it in your home. Like, that's physically possible.
It's illegal.
It's illegal, but it's physically possible. But everyone for like
yeah,
a
of
solid
course,
half a mile around you, just immediately it tenses up because you have no idea. It's that loud.
Well, I guess.
It's just amazing how fucking loud it is.
How many guns have you shot?
Like, how many times have I shot guns, or literally how many guns have I shot?
Yeah, how many guns have you shot?
One.
Just one?
One.
What kind of gun was it?
It's like a high-powered rifle.
Oh, rifle. Those are pretty loud.
It's pretty loud, yeah. Had an incredible, whatever you call it, the force back kick. Had an incredible kick to it.
Yeah. Those are fucking crazy.
Went out to drove like 5 miles out into farmland and shot it like a bale of hay with a target on it.
Yeah, my stepdad used to take me out to shoot guns.
Yeah.
He had a Colt 45, big ass fucking 10-inch barrel on it, dude. Then, you know, 22. They take me out on the farm. You get paid for shooting crows.
Oh, well.
Back in the day.
To shoot crows?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have a pretty good shot to shoot a crow, right?
Not really.
No?
You just gotta see one.
Just do it while they're perched, right?
Hmm?
Interesting.
Yeah, shooting them in the air. is
What
all
about do crows just like eat up at crops?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yep, they're looking for food.
Oh, all right.
And some people put little strips of reflective, like ribbon.
Okay.
That'll scare them off sometimes. Scarecrows. That's why scarecrows are a thing. In the cornfields.
Reflective ribbon, that'll do the trick. Just light reflecting.
Yeah, like if you go out towards Yosemite on 140, there's that almond orchard out there. You'll see little strips of reflective ribbon in the trees.
I wonder why why that type of light is framing. It was just movement.
Mm-hmm.
When you see light, it kind of like it looks like movement.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think we're gonna wrap this up, man. I gotta get something to drink.
All right, dude.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool.
All right. Well, make sure everyone listening at home take care of yourselves and each other.
Yeah. Be happy. Be safe.
Good parting words.
Yep.